Hello, everyone, and welcome to SONIQLOOX Conversation. This is our video series centered on honest, unguarded conversations with artists and musicians. There's no press cycle, no pitch, just people talking about the work, the weight of it, and the moments that shape the music that we, as fans, connect to. Now, today we're talking with John from a previous, guest of SONIQLOOX and Reckless Giants. John, welcome to our new conversation series.
Hey, happy to be here. Happy to be a part of it, for sure.
Yeah, so you are, for people who haven't read your issue, Reckless Giants is a North Florida trio composed of yourself, Jeremy, and Cody. And you've built your sound on this instinct, this chemistry that you guys have all together, and the freedom to make whatever feels right. Yes. So, take us back a little bit, if you will, John, talking about that previous conversation or interview that we did. You guys said you were born from the ashes of another project or projects, and now this one's felt very intentional. So sitting here now, do you feel like you've become the band you originally set out to be, or has that vision shifted any?
I think it's kind of a weird thing. So the original vision that we had is far from what Reckless Giants became. Okay. We actually started the Ashes. The band that became the Ashes was it was actually a metal band. Okay. And we kind of felt like we were fighting every song we were trying to write, every step we were, when something works, it just works. And with that previous band, it just didn't work. And it was funny because it was me, it was Jeremy, it was Cody, and it was another guitarist. So it wasn't like too bad of different members, and all of us had been in bands before together. This was the first time that Jeremy and I had ever been in a band together. We've known each other for 20 something years and never played together. But it was fighting every step of the way. Nothing was easy. We had songs that we sat on the band was actually together for just about a year. Okay. And we just sat on songs that we couldn't seem to manipulate into what we wanted, and it never just sat right. So we decided to split up, kind of go our separate ways. And when Cody and Jeremy came by to pick up their gear, we were all like, well, actually, it was Jeremy and I. We were like, I really want to do a 3-piece, and I really want to do something like more pop punk rock. And he was like, well, we know a drummer. And I was like, so we actually played this joke on Cody with it, where I told Cody, I was like, hey, man, I got another band. I need a drummer. You know the members, but I just, it's going to be a surprise for everybody. And Cody shows up at the studio, and he walks in, and me and Jeremy are just sitting there, and he's like, I freaking knew it, man. and with Reckless Giants, though, like everything has seemed like it's just been meant to happen. Right. Every song comes out easier and easier. Every song, like we've learned with this new EP, not to foreshadow, the songs just come together so much easier, and there's no more fighting with it, and our dynamic with each other is so great. Like, we just work so well together.
That's cool. And you kind of stole one of my questions. I won't get, and the foreshadowing we'll get to, but I guess I was going to ask how the collaborative trust has it deepened over time with you guys.
Absolutely. Like that level of trust, like if Jeremy comes to us with like a song or a riff or something like that, or I do that, and just knowing that the other two that are in the room, like what we have a rule to where we don't say no to any idea. And that's built on that trust of the ideas are probably going to be a decent idea, or at least lead us to a better idea.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. One of the things you guys mentioned in the article before was that one of the goals of your music is to letting people know that they're not alone, that there's other people that felt the way you're feeling or that the way that they're feeling. Have any fans shared moments with you where your songs have connected with them in ways that you didn't expect?
Absolutely. Like early on, we have a song, My Name is Tom. And Jeremy and I wrote that one for us personally. And one thing that we like to do is we like to kind of like almost sit on the idea of what the songs are about to us and let everybody else have their interpretation, and not go out and be like, hey, this next song is about blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like, we actually used to say at every live show for My Name is Tom, we'd be like, this song's about a cockroach. He tried to take over the world and he failed. When in reality, the song is literally about feeling like there's nothing left for you to hold on to stay in this life, kind of.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it's a really cool dynamic on that song. It's something we're starting to explore more too, where it's a bounce back and forth vocal between myself and Jeremy,
Okay. Right.
and it's one. Like he's the perspective of the person that's left here on Earth, and my vocals are the perspective of the person who left Earth.
Right.
That
That's that's powerful.
yeah, and but with that, like there's been several people that have come to us about, hey, that song really meant a lot to me or means a lot to me. But one particular was somebody who's actually become a friend from a fan.
Okay.
It was having to do with like a toxic relationship that they were in, and
Ooh.
it she said that the song itself and just the feeling and the emotion for it helped her get out of it. So
Wow.
yeah,
That,
that's the one that sticks with me for sure.
that's yeah, that's quite memorable for sure. Absolutely. When you guys are writing songs, you mentioned that the songs tend to tell you when they're finished,
Mhm.
right? So, has there been ever a song that you've like almost gave up on, but that it ended up becoming more important to you?
Yeah, there's been a couple of them. The first one, and I'll talk about old music to not get too much into the new music till we get to that part. But there's one song that it's a song called "Death to Board." I think it was like our third or fourth song we ever released,
Okay.
and it was born from two songs that we could not finish.
Oh,
We were having
okay.
issues. I know I said that songs kind of like seemed like they were coming together. This was one that was kind of fighting, or we were fighting it.
Hmm.
And it turned out that the reason why it was fighting so hard was the two ideas that we had. We literally took the chorus to one of the songs, and that became the bridge to this song.
Oh, that's cool.
And then like the verses and everything, like it just once we decided to, hey, let's take these two songs and see what happens when we put this here and blah blah, and then it just
Hmm.
fell together. And
That's
that
cool.
turned out to be for the longest time one of my favorite songs, not just like what favorite song to listen to, but one of my favorite songs to perform too.
That's so cool. I mean, it just like when stuff just happens and everything falls into place like that, it's just like
Yeah,
it just gives me chills. It's so
I love
amazing.
it. I love it when the song takes its own life, and it's like this is what I'm meant to be.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I guess you said also that being stubborn about doing things your own way can be a strength and a challenge. Now, has there ever been a moment where that stubbornness paid off in a big way for you guys?
I feel like it's kind of starting to now.
Okay.
So with that, like the social media and the way the music industry is now and everything's like a short attention span, and
Yeah.
we all come from, you play as many live shows as you can, and there's no online presence, and you just get in front of people in real life. And that's what we've been doing, our whole musical careers. And with this one, it's the first time, post-COVID band where everything's social media. You have to get somebody's attention within like 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you're tossed to the side.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, just because we finally like stuck to our stubborn, we're gonna do this, whether it be a longer video or us, we've kind of found our niche with being ourselves on camera and in front of stuff. We couldn't find that at first,
Okay.
and being stubborn enough to hold on to what we were doing, we're starting to see like the results online and starting to get like a bigger online fan base kind of going with it too.
That's cool.
Especially actually like TikTok and on Instagram Reels and stuff. Like we're starting to see a lot more growth there,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's and
that's
it's coming organically finally.
that's really cool. I mean, it must be difficult. I mean, to be able to reach someone, like you said, within those first 15 seconds. I know it, and it must be frustrating as well because I have all this great stuff, but you guys are tossing me out after 10 seconds of not listening, and
Oh
it's
my
just,
god.
oh my goodness, that must be really frustrating.
Yep, and then like coming from a hard rock metal band background too,
Hmm.
like all of those songs are 4 or 5 minute longs. You've got
Yeah,
long intros, you got guitar solos. Like you have to have the attention span to go into a metal song,
yeah,
and coming into like the realm where it is tailored to the people who, if you don't catch that attention real fast,
yeah.
so you'll actually notice like if you go through our catalog, a lot of our songs like they start bam right on it, and that's kind of why that was something that we went to with writing. We're like, all right, how do we take this song and try to grab
Okay.
somebody's attention right away?
Okay. So it's intentional to get that out there. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of long intros. I mean, I love The
yeah,
Cure for it. I mean, it's just one thing that it just sets the mood and the vibe. And
right.
unfortunately, in today's um, online climate, I guess that's not a possibility anymore until after you have already sucked them in, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Like live, we take a couple of our songs and we extend the intros and stuff like that, just because
Okay.
it gives us a chance to interact with the crowd too while music's still going and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that's something that we're really proud of is our live interaction kind of stuff. So we extend stuff like that. But when it comes to what we're putting out for people to consume online, it's got to be quick, it's got to be fast, it's got to be punchy.
Yep. Yep. Now, let's get into that a little bit about putting out music that's fast and punchy. You guys are releasing your first EP coming up on January 16th. That's very
Finally,
excited. Fabricated Entertainment. So,
yes.
without turning this into a sales pitch, what does this release represent for you personally at this point in you guys' musical journey?
I haven't released personally an EP in almost a decade. Jeremy
Okay.
hasn't released one in almost a decade. Cody's never been in a band that's released an EP.
Okay.
So it's something that we've been gearing up and trying to do for a while, but uh, to go back and not to beat a dead horse with the whole try to get everybody to rope them in as quick as possible.
Hmm.
It's just been like single, 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 single,
Yeah.
single,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
finally we kind of felt like we're at a point where okay, we can release 6 songs at one time and still hopefully expect to get the attention of people. And I think it's a group of songs that are the best work we've done. And
Awesome.
I mean, I know everybody says that, but we've really with these songs we've really found what our sound, what we think it's supposed to be.
That's cool.
And the reaction that we've gotten from the people that are in our circle that have heard some of the songs, it's big. So I mean, for me, it's a milestone for a band that everybody like. We've done a lot of other stuff shy of like a big tour or anything like that,
Hmm.
and to hit this milestone that we're releasing an EP and still to have so much more material on the back burner that's waiting to get released too. I mean, I've never been in a band that has this much stuff ready to go, and we're about to release an EP, and we could probably release 3 EPs with over the next 6 months.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
awesome. That is really cool. Well, outside of the releases and your shows that you're doing for that, what's something that you've learned about each other as people that helped keep this band solid?
woo, we've gone through it. um, so I think the hardest part is the juggling of the personal lives. Because
Mm-hmm.
all 3 of us are married. All 3 of us have kids. Cody's got a stepdaughter. And learning to not just be a band together, but also be like almost basically we're brothers.
Yeah.
And to be able to take and we flip that switch of okay, we're working on band, and now the band's not work, but working on that to being able to just hang out with families and do stuff like that and learning um like what we like and what we like about each other, and being able to hang out and actually have that time together without music being the sole purpose of us being in the same room.
I gotcha. So
And
like there's
yeah,
band mode and then family mode and being able to know when what mode you're in, I guess, at
yeah,
any given
yeah.
time. Yeah.
And to be able to seamlessly jump between one or the other,
Hmm. Hmm.
and be able to not just hang out at a show, but also, we go to dinner, go hang out, play top golf, go do this, go do that. Everything is even when we get together now, in a music situation, it's like we're hanging out. We're
That's
we're
cool.
just
Yeah.
we're just three best friends hanging out, playing, making music now.
That's the best kind of way to do it, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. Well, when you think about the road ahead of you guys, what feels more important? Momentum, growth, or staying true to to the way you've always worked?
Can I pick all of the above?
You sure can.
That's that because I was like, oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh man, that's the one that I would choose if the other 2 weren't there. So, yeah, no, like momentum directly relates to growth.
Yeah, true.
Because if you get that traction, you get that momentum going, and then ultimately you get that in the right avenue, it's going to relate. It's going to go straight to growth.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm going to stick with all of the above.
Hey, fair enough. I like it.
Yes.
Well, let's see. people, if they want to find you on social media, if they're just seeing you guys now in this video, where's the best place for them to find you?
Instagram's where we're the most active. Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
It's at Reckless Giants everywhere.
Awesome.
We got lucky enough to get a handle that hadn't been used by everybody. So, which is wild to me because, like thinking back, Reckless Giants, it's a cool name.
It is
and,
cool.
Yeah, and it nowhere had Reckless Giants used up. Not Twitter or X, whatever it is now. TikTok didn't, YouTube didn't. So we got to coin Reckless Giants everywhere.
That's quite cool when that happens, because I've built several brands, and it's hard sometimes. Well, maybe on one platform it's taken, but the rest are fine, so you gotta change it.
Yep.
But to have at Reckless Giants everywhere, you guys out there, go find them, go listen to them, stream them. New EP coming out on January 16th. Fabricated Entertainment. Looking forward to that. John, thank you for a few minutes that you spent with us today. We appreciate it here at SONIQLOOX.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
And yes, everyone out there, follow, stream, do all the button pushing, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.